Let's see what is behind door number 16.
I think this pick is no surprise. The question who shot Emily should have been in the top 5. I mean, since I am from Germany and did not get all the social media frenzy about who shot Emily and the marketing around season 3, this still was my favorite flash forward. I admit it, I love this very soapy and over-the-top season who made me fall in love with the show again. And I think besides that they needed the cliffhanger if Emily was dead for the last episode, they made the best out of it. Sure, everything around it screams soap and trope and was lame. But we watch this guilty pleasure shows for exactly this. Making us believe in the magic of cliffhanger that are not really ones. By the way, we knew this could not be her great victory because the wedding took place in the middle of the season. So no one could have been surprised A, that Emily did not die, and B, that not everything was going according to Emily's far too complicated plan. Interesting was that they went for the obvious yet not most obvious choice here. Since the most obvious choice would have been Victoria. Which was fun that everyone spelled it out for us, and this was obviously the only thing of the plan that went perfectly smooth, blaming Victoria for shooting Emily. The most interesting choice though would have been Charlotte. Since Daniel was not the only one disgusted by Emily's fake pregnancy. With her miscarriage, Charlotte was obviously sensible to this topic and already hated Emily for ruining Daniel's life. Even tried to break them up by bringing him back together with his ex-girlfriend Sarah. So for me, having her overheard this conversation would have been the best choice.
I thought I'd bring you a real drink, since I suspect you're about as pregnant as I am.
Daniel needed a little last-minute incentive, so I stole from the master manipulator. After all, isn't a fake pregnancy how you landed Conrad?
Well, the difference is that I believed I loved him.
And since they use her anger in this way at the beginning of season 4, she was obviously a choice for the writers as well. Conrad, Lydia, and Margot would have been the most surprising and most hard to explain choice. Since Margot was new to the show and Lydia does not appear as she could harm anyone physically, let alone kill someone.
I want you to get exactly what's coming to you.
And Conrad obviously has a soft spot for his daughter-in-law since she helped him through his hard time when he believed he was fatally ill.
So please don't think me presumptuous when I hope that you might find me as adequate recompense.
I do, Conrad.
So one of the 3 Graysons, Victoria, Daniel, and Charlotte, were fine for me. And I was glad they chose Daniel cause we see a pattern here and also have kind of an excuse for his behavior. He was drunk and in a fragile state when he heard Sarah had committed suicide. After his sister's issues in season 1 and the failed romance, this was surely more than just bad news for him. So he lashed out on Emily. To his defense, she did no great job in explaining herself. Since that probably would have been my preferred cliffhanger, he would have asked the question why, and instead of shooting at her she would have burst out with the truth. Because I am Amanda Clarke. Anyway, this would have shifted the show in a total different direction, so I am glad we could enjoy the war of roses between these two. But regarding fanfiction, I am still rooting for the idea making Daniel Emily's ally after getting to know the truth in season 2 or season 3.